Nationality Act of 1948, they arrived here as British citizens. It is inhumane and cruel for so many of them to have suffered so long in this condition, and for the Secretary of State to have only made a statement today on this issue.
Can she explain how many have been deported? She suggested earlier that she would ask the High Commissioners. It is her department that has deported them. She should know the number. Can she tell the House how many have been detained as prisoners in their own country? Can she tell the House how many have been denied health under the National Health Service? How many have denied pensions? How many have lost their jobs?
This is a day of national shame, and it's come about because of a hostile environment policy which begun under her Prime Minister. Let us call it as it is. If you lay down with dogs, you get fleas. And that is what has happened with this far-right rhetoric in this country.
Can she apologise properly? Can she explain how quickly this team will act to ensure that the thousands of British men and women denied rights in this country under her watch in the Home Office are satisfied?
Are we going in or not?
Not.
But we said
Truth or death?
dead.
And I'm scared.
You've got more fear from living than the dead. It's true. Think of Trump. America first.
Climate catastrophe, ISIS, white supremacists.
Much more scary.
Why is this not helping me?
Let's just put this in bed so we can all sleep at night. Nice.
And there'll be a perfectly rational explanation.
Let's see, shall we?
So we just go in and calmly talk.
To a freaking ghost.
And ask it
Politely.
to go away.
You don't even know what you're messing with, I'm telling you.
Oh, we said we'd stick together.
You won't be able to sleep anyway.
Let's just give it 2 minutes.
Then we order delivery. I'm starving.
Me too. Can we please just go back down the halls? We're not even allowed in the senior common room. Let's just do it different there.
You got this.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Stop it! Hey there, spirit thing.
Spirit thing?
We mean you no harm.
That's good, keep going.
We beg you, don't hurt us.
What are you giving my ears for?
Breathe.
Thanks for reaching out.
But the truth is, we're all really tired, stressed,
Shitting ourselves.
and we're only freshers.
And we've got history assessments coming up.
And we're paying $9 grand a year.
And I just want to get my 2-1 done.
So,
We respectfully ask you
If you even exist.
that you please leave us the freak alone.
You're weak security.
politely. It is not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
We are very sorry if we offended you in any way. Sorry. You could talk to us anytime. And if there's anything you need from us, just give us a sign.
What did you say that for?
Rewind.
What do you want? Wings. Chicken wings. Foo-foo. No! Baba Ganoush.
We are leaving now!
Salam.
Salmon. What?
No, don't fancy that.
Can't you smell it?
It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Fish? Don't touch
don't look bad. Considering I'm 100 years old, oh, I still feel so young. I was born in Germany, 1920. They cracked champagne when they got me and named me after the second highest mountain in the Alps, Rosa. Blanc is the highest, so I'm lucky I wasn't the first. Blanc is no name.
I travel the whole world, but I've never seen the Alps. I have always preferred the sea, or perhaps the sea preferred me. Not surprisingly, really. I come from Hamburg, and you shone instead, such a pretty city. My heart is always in harbor, and a report an opportunity, and the best playground to come of age. Every day you ship, and your face in your suitcase filled with music. Yeah, das war so nicht toll. Quite exciting. Hamburg.
And no need for school. Venice was plenty of work. No, tourism was new in the 1930s. My job was to take people away on holidays. German folk want to see the world. We traveled the North Sea, the Mediterranean, Mexico, Madeira, Spain. Yeah, sailing wasn't for everyone. Most got sick, but I was born for it. Rocked by the wind, kissed by the sun.
With moon and stars and tides for guides.
One moment it was the ease of a breeze.
Then bluster, gale, and gusts the next.
Such a sense of adventure.
Disaster.
It was just a gust of wind.
And the lights.
Momentary power cut.
What? Only in here, affecting nowhere else on the planet.
I'm just saying it's probably a science of exploration.
Sorry, Professor.
We need to bring our energies together.
What's all this energy shit?
Stop fighting. Let's just get it over with.
So, a Ouija board is just like a phone to communicate with the dead. We call it, and if there is a spirit trying to reach us, they send us little text messages.
This is ridiculous.
Stop it.
Whoa! I'm just trying to get everyone relaxed. That's not a bad idea, actually. What if we do some kind of ritual before we start?
Ritual?
What? Like slaughter a chicken? Yum.
That's it.
Don't go without me. It's important that we act collectively.
How about a song?
You'll never.
I'm not singing that. I'm Man United.
I shouldn't even be here. I'm Christian.
Then you've got nothing to be afraid of.
We could do that game from Drama Society where we close our eyes and say our names one at a time randomly. If we mess up, we go back to the start, but we keep going until we get it right.
If I win, can I get the last slice of pizza?
It's not about winning, it's about collective action. Take a breath. Close your eyes. Both of them. Z.
Annie.
J. Honor. Sheila. Kit. That was good, guys. Really focused. Ready? 2 or 3 people gently place their index and middle finger on the pouch.
It's just a stupid bit of plastic.
How meow?
I've got pizza fingers.
Well, my fingers are far too long.
Really?
If no one else wants
I'll do
to.
it. Do not force anything to happen. Simply stay open.
Shit!
Are you not pushing it?
No!
It can't just.
I swear.
It's weird.
It's got a life of its own.
Are you here?
Yes. It said yes.
Oh God.
Do you want us to leave you alone?
We really don't mind going.
It's got to be a trick.
can let them take over the land.
Colonize the
As
land.
no one is talking about the impact on migrating birds.
That's what tourists.
We don't want tourists
But
either.
if we did one day want tourists.
What about the birds?
They'll kill bats!
Oh, they're bloody ugly.
You can't say that.
I can say what I like, it's a free country.
And you want to keep it that way.
All I'm saying is beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
I'm saying it like this. They stick out, they don't fit in, and we don't want them here.
I thought you were talking about that. Keep up now.
Well, I think they're quite beautiful.
You should have your eyes.
I'm just saying, it's not the way that they look that bothers me. I think there's something quite elegant about them, the way they all move.
And that's when they work. Half the time they don't even work. Waste of space.
And they're loud.
Not quite now. Well, I can have a bit up close to one.
Keep away, I say. You never know what they might do to you.
I'm not saying I want them in my field. Well, there you are then.
Apparently one does barely enough power a hairdryer.
We could do with a hairdresser around here.
Hair dryer, I said.
A hairdryer is quite powerful, actually. Mine keeps fusing. Is it?
You can't even boil a kettle for a decent cup of tea.
Let's decide it then. We move to votes.
We vote no.
We haven't discussed their benefits.
Oh, what benefits?
You'll be cutting disability benefits to pay for this, you mark my word.
What those bogus too?
Don't say that.
Free country.
I mean, what the countryside can gain from having them here.
Beside your...
I just think we should have a balanced debate.
Who's
we
going
are
to
still
say
civilized
That's
country!
your you mark my word.
Thank you. Well, they are quite natural.
Primitive.
They harness a natural power, lest we forget we are an island.
They'll build a bloody bridge to France.
How are we going to survive
That's
without
just scaremongering.
Stick them in the sea. If the council are so in love with them, stick them in the sea.
We'll find another island.
Just not in my field.
But they're modern.
They rule in Denmark, and it was such a pretty little country. You can't get more modern than Denmark.
Whole countryside's riddled with them, I tell you. Riddled. Everywhere you look.
It's true. My cousin married a Danish man. Such a nice family. So much style.
Oh, they'll be next to leave the EU, I bet. Deck shit.
Yeah.
What? Danish Brexit?
There is something rotten in the state of Denmark.
To leave or not to leave?
Ah, yes.
That was the question.
That's very good.
Long live Shakespeare.
Oh.
Rule
Britannia! Britannia rules the waves! Britain never, never, never shall be slaves!
All those against having a wind farm erected in our parish say nay.
Nay!
Hey!
Nay, nay, nay! Nay!
Hey!
Wind farm?
Consensus and answers came to power, and we had to splice swastika. Not going to lie, why should I? I wore it proudly. Yeah, you'll look at me like that, but you don't understand. We were better than anyone else. No more hunger, no more shame. Could you blame us after so first of all?
Only pure Germans were allowed on our holidays. No Roma, or Poles, or Slavs, or blacks, or Jews. No handicap, no homos, no Untermensch allowed. We were the captains now. We ruled the waves. From Hannestadt, Hamburg to Vinduet, Namibia. The world was ours. It was love. Yeah, that was our only song.
You got given a medal if you had 4 children for the right. No medal for me. I was elected for a more important job because of my experience at sea. I was ordered to transport passengers from Norway to Germany. Jews, all ages, from Oslo. The songs they sang were different to those we heard before the war. Their hums hung in the air like the thick clouds of smoke children. But I had no choice. I was only doing my job.
But you know the history. And because of the work I had done, I was captured by the Royal Navy as a prize of war. The Britishers weren't so different from us. Cousins, really. Same royal family. And their language is easy. Land, land, book, book, wind, wind.
F-A-L-L. Wall.
We're very low on water, Captain.
And how are we doing for rum?
Just one bottle left, sir.
And how far from drinking our own piss?
How as far as we are from Jamaica, sir?
How could we miss it?
These islands all look the same, sir.
300 miles, you say?
300 miles out of the rain.
And how many blacks below deck?
379, sir.
How many do we have in Accra?
442, sir.
What is our legal capacity?
193, sir.
And how many look like they'll live?
Less than half, sir.
I'm a surgeon, not a mathematician. That doesn't sound good.
But don't go well for profit, sir. The men, sir,
Our men?
are somewhat disgruntled. You see, we were supposed to arrive 2 weeks ago, and all this thieving, rape, and torture was Thursday, weren't it? I have a thought, sir.
Just the one.
Just one, sir.
Go on.
We are, of course, insured.
Indeed, we have to be.
We can, alas, make no claim for the goods damaged during the course of the voyage.
Go on.
But if we were to throw the blacks overboard, sir, to save on water plus hard-working men, the insurance company will seek that we dispense with the cargo to save our pale skins and our Christian souls.
Dispense with the cargo? I have an idea, firstly.
I've so many, Captain.
We'll throw them in batches. Women, then the men, then the children. Sickest first.
We have any work, sir?
We'll keep them in chains and throw them in batches. It'll be as if to their captain of the sea. Not a pleasant sight, but a hearty breakfast with sharks.
A scrap of evidence.
Not an idle, sir. Get to it, man.
But, Captain, who should we say is to blame for what we are about to do?
Let's blame this old Dutch ship, the Zong. Her name means care. Ha! She cares for none.
She's a monster made by another man.
Full to bursting, feeding on flesh. So much more than she can digest.
The greedy Dutch bitch swallows dish upon dish.
Maringas are ascendants equals Yorubas.
Women, men, boys, girls, babies.
Stuffed to the sin brim with human suffering.
She stinks of fish, piss, shit and vomit. So much so that when we dock at Liverpool,
Cardiff, London, Glasgow, Bristol.
ladies and gents have to cover their noses, hold their breaths. She drags us down to her depths. She gets so drunk on flesh we forget our Christian selves.
She got some fish she got lost. 300 miles off the coast of Jamaica.
Sailed right past the dock of Black River.
And so many poor Africans died. We were running out of water.
And we pleaded with her, carry us to safer shores. But instead she said, you have to lighten my load. I'm too full, I cannot go on. And the song, she spat out 131 blacks into the sea. A shark's breakfast.
So we had no choice. We have to make this insurance thing. To recompense, to compensate.
And the judge will say,
These slaves were no more human than horses. And it must have been a sorry sight that the men tried with all their might.
but it was the ship. It was the song that made us do all this wrong.
And when we get back to Tilbury Dock, we'll open that sweet bottle of Jamaican rum and count our little
Windfall.
The only thing I really didn't like is they made me change my name. They have a habit of doing that, the British. And I adore my name. Monte Rosa. So yes, again, I had no choice. I had to work for them. All over their huge empire.
My favourite job was Kingston, Jamaica to London, Tilbury Dock, transporting the great-great-grandchildren of those slaves, now sailing back the other way. The West Indies fought against the Nazis in the World War, and since Elizabeth was their queen, they were invited to come to England for a new life. Come and rebuild the country. Quite a story, really.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite passages. So much hope and dancing and stories. London is the place for me. London, that lovely city. What a lot of people don't know is that I also carried Poles. 66 women stranded in Mexico. Yeah, Polish refugees. When they got to England, they got passports and set up Polski shops. A new life made possible.
They said the other day that they were trying to send them away. The Polish, of course. The blacks. Even though some were as old as me and worked all these years for the mother country. The wind-washed generation. A scam. If they told me to take them back, I'd have said, nah, no, I'm too old. Take them back under your own steam. You're on your own now, Queenie. I had enough of governments making me move people down like cargo. There are times when I should have said no. I should have said no.
Chill. Chill.
Ivor Cummings walks up the gangplank, civil servant, gay and black. Things will not be easy for you here.
Wind, chill, fat.
Tilbury Dock was a bit of a shock. Dirt, smog, and faces flat. Welcome party. What did you expect?
Wind, chill, fat.
No dogs, no black, no Irish. I'm not renting your kindness flat.
But I've got nowhere to sleep tonight.
Wind, chill, fat.
They murder household Cochrane. And yes, we must fight back. They say riot, we say
Uprising. Wind, chill, fat.
If you wanna, for a neighbour, vote Labour. Tory election tract. Enoch comes with rivers of blood.
Wind, chill, fat.
Children of the new crossfire, they were treated like suspects. 13 dead and nothing said.
Wind, chill, fat.
The colonial, what? It was us who was under attack. They screwed the name of Stevens' killers.
Wind, chill, fat.
Served in the British Army, paid every penny of tax, said I had no right to draw my pension.
Wind, chill, fat.
I've worked here all my life. Work still gave me the sack.
No passport?
You can sleep on the street.
Wind, chill, fat.
you've got 10 days to leave the country. It's time to go home and pack. I was an NHS nurse for 17 years.
Wind, chill, fat.
They kept her in detention.
Because she's African.
Because she's black.
If she was Irish or a dog, they would lock her up.
Wind, chill, facts!
Wind, chill, factor.
And carnival, you play on!
You pray on!
You march on!
You work on!
You fight on!
Never give up! Never give up! Never give up!
Never give up!
Must come what may. We are here to stay.
My last trip was transporting soldiers and their families from Korea and Japan back to England. But then, there was a terrible fire below, and one by one, the soldiers who all said they loved me, even my beloved captain, abandoned me, jumping into the sea, left me to sink into the bed. It's pretty cold down here, even in the bed. When you're dead, it's pretty cold.
So many skulls, skeletons, children left to drown. I could have carried them back to the shore, 500 or more. So many lost souls, while you sit up there on food mountains, refusing to see what lies beneath. Yeah, the sea is history. It repeats.
I don't get it. They went to the farm, they had a fall, and then chill. Farm full chill. Farm full chill.
Maybe it makes sense if you say it slow, like farm, full, chill.
You lot are bonkers. What do they want?
Do you think they understood the question?
What do you want? Here we go again. Who are you, not?
You lot will finish dresses.
No.
Should we try again tomorrow?
Yeah.
Who ate the last slice of pizza?
Maybe we're not supposed to know. No! They don't want us to go.
Someone write this down.
G.
O L D S U G A R G U N.
Gold, sugar, gun. Get down! What the hell?
What's this?
Wait,
Is it hostile environment 6?
no,
Hostile environment 9?
no,
Or like hostile environment 3?
wait,
Or hostile environment 4? Is this the one with the swamp?
wait.
The one that starts with the boat. They use the speedboat through the swamp to the mud huts, and it's Shiva and Chris.
Wait,
Chris Redland and Shiva, who sounds like a cat, but she's not.
wait,
Sounds like a Hindu goddess, but she's not.
wait,
Shiva.
wait.
Spelled like in Hebrew, but not a Jew, Hindu, or a cat.
Okay,
She's a girl.
okay,
She's some kind of mixed race.
okay,
Except her hair is really straight.
okay,
She's got really small waist,
okay,
nice tits,
okay,
walks like this.
okay.
But it's Chris who's the boss, because he is. He's the protagonist. Is that what this is?
No.
Is this the one in the African villages? They've all got some kind of mad virus.
Huh? No, wait, 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 wait.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
Sure it's not hostile environment 3?
No.
Or hostile environment 4?
Oh, wait.
Where you blow off the Africans' heads, they jump out and scream and go, ah!
Huh?
Or they don't even know how to speak.
Huh?
They jump out and scream and go, ah!
Huh?
Black men, they jump out and scream and go, ah!
Okay.
Black men, no t-shirts, just trousers, bare feet and viruses, jump out and scream and go, ah!
Okay.
And then you blow off their heads.
Okay.
destroy as many as possible.
Got it.
And Yeshiva or Chris with big guns, but Chris's are bigger because he's the boss.
Okay.
And then he breaks all the masts and smashes the pots and he takes all the gold so it's his.
Yeah.
And Shiva's got a small waist, big tits, you know, really like sort of mixed race but straight hair. She sounds like a Hindu Jew or cat, but she's none of them.
Okay.
Says things like, watch out, help me up, over here, Chris.
Okay.
Watch out, help me up, over here, Chris.
Yeah.
She's kind of like the stupid sidekick, but it's Chris who's the man.
Okay.
Chris, you know, he's American and blonde.
Okay.
He's got one black friend, but he doesn't grow off his head.
Okay.
Because he's American, like Kanye West.
Oh, yeah.
Not like the African blacks in the mud huts and the swamps with no t-shirts, just trousers and bare chests and muscles and screaming and going, ah! Not real words, but ah!
Oh, wait! Wait!
Is that what this is?
No. No, this game's much more advanced.
Slow down.
Yeah, this game's way more advanced.
Slow down.
This game makes hostile environment 3.
Okay.
Like walking in a park with a pond and ducks and little quacks, you feed them bread from bacon that isn't bread. Bacon still exists. This game makes hostile environment like a walking park with a town, a clock in it, still talking, still ticking. Somewhere in England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, but with jobs.
Can I have a go?
Fine. Just shoot.
Got it.
Blacks, just shoot.
Okay.
Muslims, just shoot.
Anything darker than shit, just shoot.
Yeah, just shoot, collect.
Okay, wait, what, where?
The gold.
Pause. Where?
There's gold in the camel sacks, the camels belonging to Muse the King. 100 camels and 1,000 Africans. Timbuktu, Mali, ready to go. Not a fictional kingdom, not Black Panther, Wakanda. No, 500 years ago.
King Mansa, the richest man on earth, is about to go on pilgrimage. It's a Hajj. He wants to say thank you to God. He prays 5 times a day and gives out gold. He gives alms, not arms, alms, and he's really, really famous, more than Martin Luther King or Muhammad Ali.
The Egyptian economy crashed because of all the gold he gives out from his camel sacks. And that's how the white people hear about the gold. The white people come to Africa for the gold, and then the Portuguese come, and then the French, the Brits, the Danish, the Italians, they all come, they don't give a shit. Come and take gold from your hand and the land.
But it's not enough, they want more. They want black old, black gold, black young, black women, black men, black children. Take them to America, to the soul of Chris Braden and Shiva.
Strike African names and make them cut sugarcane. Sugar to make us fat addicts who sit on sofas like this watching video games to kill blacks.
Rules?
Shoot.
Kill King Mansa Musa, the black Muslim king, who makes Bill Gates and the Queen look like Barbie and Ken.
He's way richer than them.
But if white people hear of their gold, black people get sold or die trying for Europe in boats.
So shoot.
This isn't Hostile Environment 3.
Or Hostile Environment 4.
Or Hostile Environment 6.
Or Hostile Environment 9.
This is Hostile Environment 0.
The Indians invented the zero.
All the Arabs invented the zero.
Someone invented the zero.
Take us back to the 0.
Maybe then they will never be slaves.
Maybe then they will never get carried away.
The colours of their eyes will become less significant than the colours of their skins. Our eyes, my eyes, your eyes. Watching the killings of the black from the sofa, sucking on lollipops.
Too fat on the head to get up and say stop!
Windfall.
Windchill.
Gold rush.
Sugar rush. Gun rush.
Wind rush!
The Empire Wind Rush.
She's a she.
She's a share.
Why us?
Why hair? An empire's got if you have neither an emperor or an empress, right?
Right.
Our uni's named after the same empress from when the Windrush set sail. This queen's grandma, Mary of Teck, some German countess, wrote an essay about her. The West Indies all have colonies. Commonwealth, they should call it like it is. Universities, cities all over, Glasgow to Greenwich, Belfast to Bristol, Cardiff to Carlisle, made untold money off the slavery. They even got compensation when they set the slaves free.
It's true. The S is running a campaign about it. these things silent?
Rewind. They paid the slave owners?
Yep, and the black people are still paying for it. Cleaning their offices, doing security, paying the fees.
And moreover, it's the black and brown students getting 2-2s.
Really?
I barely appear with a 2-1. I'm gonna take them to court. 50k debt for Desmond Tutu. No, thank you.
And all the uni managers are paying themselves like $500,000 a year. $500,000?
Minimum. Plus a flat. And a car.
And a bodyguard?
Principals with no principles.
But why does Empire Rangers want to talk to us?
Because of the Windrush scandal? Because we're doing history?
She could have just sent us to the library.
I get the feeling she's trying to tell us something.
Why? Look. Oh shit.
Empire Windrush, just tell us what you want.
T-R-U-T-H-O-R-D-A-R-E. Truth or dare?
Or dare.
Truth.
Rest in peace. They won't let me.
In the newspapers, on the TV, they keep calling me.
Windrush, Windrush.
Empire, Windrush, naming streets after me, writing books about me.
Now they want to name this room the university after me.
The Windrush name game got your attention.
So, my children, I want you to tell them.
That is not my name!
Mine is so much more beautiful. Monte Rosa.
Birth in Hamburg, 1920.
I worked for the Nazis.
The British captured me.
And painted over my name.
It's a bad habit.
They have the British.
The English would much rather talk about the weather. They didn't have Auschwitz, but
They weren't much better.
It was the British who invented concentration camps in Africa.
We British were just more efficient in murder.
And if they really cared about the Jews,
Why did they let you wait for the letter of using Hitler?
And let so many migrants burn and drown.
just like they are doing now, from Grenfell Tower to the bottom of the ocean.
They don't like you saying it.
But they were not so much better.
Renamed me after 500 years of crime.
rape, torture, kidnap, murder.
500 years of empire.
A dirty little river running away from the Thames.
Windrush.
Best remembered for 800 West Indians, most forgotten for 66 Poles.
All invited to come and make a home.
What name did they call them when they arrived?
Tell the truth! Tell them from me!
If you want to keep digging me up from the depths of the ocean,
If you want to name this place after me.
Call me by my name!
Monte Rosa, it's over.
Holocaust to Windrush. Same damn shit, different racist shit.
She kept us up all night, man.
She's just vain.
Sea dog.
You mustn't speak ill of the dead.
She wasn't even a person. She was a boat.
A Nazi one.
And now she's just a heap of rusty metal at the bottom of the ocean.
We should care more about the people she carried inside her. The Union know better. They think calling this the Windrush Room makes us all forget how racist it is.
Just some bullshit TikTok exercise. I can't stand it.
Let's just put this to sleep, shall we?
We will not sleep until we expel this evil spirit.
Paula, are you okay?
Bastard of racism, ship of hate, leave this space. Go tell your sob story to the saltwater fish, because we ain't interested. We speak.
We speak!
In solidarity.
In solidarity!
With Windrush generation.
With Windrush generation!
All the living.
All the living!
Dead and young.
Dead and young!
To Nazi Monte Rosa and the British Empire of Hate, go back to hell. We exercise you. Leave this space.
Get out!
Whoa!
What the hell just happened?
Shut up. I'm
I thought it would be really nice now that we use each other to talk about our shows. So for people who knew nothing about that play, I want you to start thinking about what were the themes that you really liked, what was interesting, were the specific scenes that really stood out for you, the moments of theatricality that really took your breath away. Think about the complications in that text, because there's a lot going on for us to take away and compress. And while you're doing that, I'm going to come over here to our amazing OX2 company, and I want someone to talk to me about how you put that show together, because I know that you're actually two different schools who've come together to make the show, aren't you? So can someone tell me about the beginning process of getting this play and bringing it to life?
Be brave.
Hi, Lee. Hi, you can go first.
Well, at first we worked on Zoom, and we met with the other school a few times, and then eventually we got to go here, and we practiced alone at first, just our school, one, and then eventually we all got together, and then it just all came together.
What was it like trying to do something like this on Zoom? Go on.
It was kind of like weird because it's not really something you do often. It's like because of the COVID pandemic now, we just had to adapt to it, but it all came along together. Well done, everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. And then someone from our other school, how did you find those initial conversations? Because actually you've got lots of really intense, deep political material to try to break down. So how did you go about accomplishing that?
It was really interesting to sort of have conversations about it as a group, so it felt very collaborative and you could all say how we felt about doing certain things that we were doing and discussing the meanings behind them so that we could convey that message effectively. And then from there it sort of developed and it was really nice. It was like a collaborative piece, so we like changed things and improved things as it went on.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that's most impressive for me watching it, especially after having watched it on a Zoom a few weeks ago, is how much you feel like accompanied, which I know with all of the things that have been going on is not easy at all. And it doesn't feel like something. I've been making lots of work professionally on Zoom. It's very stationary, and actually this feels like such a physical piece. I love the moment on the phone when it all comes to life. What are the themes of the play that we feel like we've interrogated or maybe we've learned in the creation of this show? Are the things that we have really picked up on, or things that we've taken away from it that maybe we hadn't thought about before?
I hadn't realised how recent all of the events were because particularly one of the scenes, like the dates, you saw they were like 2020, 2017. I didn't realise they were that recent.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you do such a good job taking a complicated play which jumps in chronology all the way back hundreds and hundreds of years and then right up to recent history and everything in between. Some questions from our audience. I'd love to hear from people about what we thought were the things that we really liked and the things that really stood out from us. Come on, be brave, people. Hello, thank you so much.
Hi, how was it trying to keep up doing the accents?
Talk to us about the accents, because actually there's a very specific stage note in the text, isn't there, about the way the accent should be done. Can anyone remember what that is?
The specifics.
Go on.
Well, it's something so, because it's very cleverly written, because Monte Rosa was originally used by the Nazis as a vessel, and then later used by the British, it's said that she must be quite confident in speaking English, but definitely sort of have that sense that she's not from Britain.
Yeah.
And it's the way that she sort of got the hybrid of both, and there's such, obviously directly opposing places at this time when we're talking about, Nazi Germany.
Yeah. So it's funny that you pick up on that because you're really trying to play both of those worlds at the same time. And also, Mojisola, the playwright, writes that the accent should not get on top of the facts. Because you've got that amazing Windrush fact scene, right? And these are real facts that are being told, that we're being taught about through the writing, through the creation, through the process of the show. So you do a really nice job, I think, of kind of getting those characters and bringing them to life, but also standing there and telling us some hard truths about the British Empire and colonialisation, what it means to be British in the 21st century. Thank you, that's a really good question. Someone up here, or I'm going to pick you. I see you hiding. Hello, thank you so much for putting that.
I really liked that we could hear you really well, and it was really clear. And I don't really know what to say.
That's a lovely starting point. Let's build on that. So, people who've just done a show here, give us a few tips for our company this afternoon about how to project for the very back. It sounds like you did such a good job at Liquid Heating. What are you trying to do in terms of making sure that the performance is really clear? Hello?
Facing the audience.
Really, yeah? Nice and clear. Go on.
Just believe in yourself, honestly.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you can do it. Just believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Project.
I need to take some of that from you, I think. Hello?
Rather than shout, kind of like go from your stomach rather than like shouting the words. Like it travels further and it's clearer.
Amazing. Thank you. Hello there.
Hello. Well done. That was amazing. I found it really moving and horrifying and everything. I was just wondering, you had some lovely movement pieces, like the ship part when you had your lovely print there, and some also very wordy scenes. I was wondering what you preferred or how you felt doing some quite complicated movement scenes versus complicated wordy scenes.
I think that the wordy scenes were very effective, but it was quite difficult to make sure that you enunciated everything and that you were able to get the message across. I mean, personally for me, I like for example, Sim and Sam, the shooting one. I think when it's very quick paced, I think for me that was quite a fun one to do. But also it's quite interesting to use the movement and to convey the messages as well. And especially with that, we all work together to try and do that. So again, it felt like a collaborative piece.
And can someone tell me about the creation of the banner that you made to make yourself into the chair and then Mojisola and then also later on the ship? How was that made? How were the images chosen? How did you then build that into your rehearsal process?
Well, I think the best part about, or very good part about the two companies coming together is that we also have two directors. And they are great directors, and their initiative together came up with this idea. And every person that's printed on here had quite a terrible backstory to do with racism, most often. And we actually printed out handouts of all their names and explanations of what had happened to them, whatever. Just so, we want to just print it there for no reason, so that they're really acknowledged.
Amazing. Thank you. Hello. Final question down here.
How long have you guys been practicing that?
When was the point where you first read the play? Do you remember?
It was October.
Okay. What was your? Can you remember what your first impression was reading that play?
Well, we got the scripts and read them, but we were learning a bit about the backstories of the stories in there because there's a lot of racism in history.
Yeah. And then I think one of the hardest things making work at the moment is having to constantly reconceptualize. It must have been hard for you to do that, do all of the research you need to do, or go into Zoom, back into a lockdown, come back out of it, bring yourself together. Had hands somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, I just I've done a couple of performances before, but I've never done anything like this meaningful or so. I really enjoyed seeing it come together as a whole play.
Yeah, me too. Can we give them one final round of applause?